Hey everyone, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy Bastille Day. It is the one of the top holidays today in France. Bastille Day, celebrated worldwide. It is on par with I think like Independence Day, 4th of July here in the United States. So again, happy Bastille Day to everyone. Best laid plans were that we were going to be in Paris for about 6 weeks this summer, and that did not happen. We ended up buying the Winnebago and all of that instead. But it all turned out fine and fun and different. Paris will always be there. And the kids are just going to get older, and I think each summer is going to be harder to take them in the Winnebago anyway. So excited about that. Cheers, Mama. I am drinking iced tea at the moment with a bunch of lemon in it. I have a national board meeting via Zoom in about an hour, actually, for helpusadopt.org, an organization that I am very active in supporting. They provide life-changing grants to families who want to build their families through adoption. So it's something near and dear to my heart. And then also, I just have not been feeling so hot today. I'll tell you, I woke up this morning and I just have like a low-grade headache and just real tired. And so I went earlier. I didn't say anything about it this morning at first, got up and walked the dogs and kind of piddled around the house. And then I went and laid down right before lunch, probably around 11:30. As I scratch my eye, I go to lay down at about 11:30 and everyone comes in. What's wrong? What's going on? Because I'm not a napper, by the way. I think I've said that before. I'm a horrible napper and no one likes it when I nap because I wake up and I'm surly and just ugh. And I feel kind of stinky to take a nap. So I go to lay down. Everyone comes in. What's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't feel so great. I feel like I got a little headache and blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, I never seen thermometers come out so fast. I got one in each ear. Boom, boom. Checking my temperature, all of that. Families, I think they're having a big family meeting downstairs about it. Like, does he have the COVID? Does he have it? What's going on? Are we going to be able to go to Nana and Grandpa's house? Like, these were all the things I could hear rattling off in quick syncopation. And I'm not. I think it is just allergies. It is bad. I talked to my sister earlier. She was like, I had to use my squirt stuff for her nose because her allergies are so bad. And I hadn't taken my Claritin in the morning yet. I forgot to take it this morning. And so I finally took it and some Advil, and I feel a lot better now. But, oh my goodness. And what is up with all of the symptoms of COVID-19 are the same as everything else that all of us have, especially if you live in Texas. Low-grade headache. You got a little scratchiness in your throat. We're not, they're like, you might be short of breath. I'm like, I'm not doing anything that would make me short of breath. So I would actually not know that. But allergies do make me a little short of breath, right? And then the headache and all of that kind of stuff. And so I'm like, is it COVID-19 or is it allergies? Is it COVID-19 or is it a hangover? Is it COVID-19 or is it just a seasonal cold? It couldn't be a cold, but literally we've seen no one. And that's the other thing is that immediately everyone's like, so where do you think you caught it? I'm like, I didn't catch anything. If you thrown a ball at me, I don't catch for shit. So I'm certainly not catching a disease. We haven't seen anybody. So we're good. Leslie's saying same here. Headache and kind of a tight throat. And Monica, my sister, is saying, I worry when I can't taste. And she sent me a meme about the ultimate test if you have COVID-19 is open a bottle of wine, smell it. If you can smell it and then pour it and then taste it, you're fine. I love that. I thought that was funny. So, by the way, I forgot. I skipped the banners earlier. If you haven't already, go to coopedup.com and a little pop-up window will pop up to give me your email address, and I can send you little fun updates. I've only done one so far, so it's not going to be spammy, and it's probably not going to be very regular. But, I sent out some photos of our vacation that have not been seen anywhere else still, not even on the gram and all of that. By the way, if you're on the gram or TikTok, I don't do shit on TikTok, but I'm on there. I'm Cooped Up is my handle on those. So it's also election day today here in Texas, at least. It's a primary, and I know I went early voted, and and that was like a week and a half ago. And I don't think it's possible I caught COVID-19 doing that because I was like me and the attendant were like the only people in the room. The I only had 3 questions on my ballot. It was senator, and I did the Democrat primary. It was senator, railroad commissioner, and a judgeship that were all in primary runoff. So it wasn't a big deal, but it's still very important to vote. I cannot think of an election I have missed in forever. So the other thing reminding y'all to do is, if you have not done the census yet, you are required to do it by law. Also, it's super easy. You just go to like census.gov or something like that. It's important because that is how our tax dollars and our representation get established. So our tax dollars, they say, okay, well, there's this many women and there's this many this, and there's this. Okay, so now we know how to allocate the monies. Representation is the same. Texas population is growing. We may get more representatives in Congress, and we may take them away from other states if our numbers swell, because senators won't change, but House of Representatives, that's one of the ways they decide your representation. So anyway, little public service announcement on that. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about today? So like I said, we were supposed to be in Paris right now. Said I'm here talking to you, which, as I said in the comments a minute ago, if there's a trade-off for that, talking to you every day that is the one. It'd be real hard to do this show from Paris, because I don't know, is that 7-8 hours ahead? So I'd have to be if I did it at 4:15 every day, that would be like 11. Oh, girl, it'd be like 11 o'clock at night. First of all, I'm never awake that late. Secondly, if I am awake that late, I'm drunk. So maybe that would have been a more fun show for y'all. The nightcap with Cooper. Oh, that'd create an international scandal, all the shit I'd be saying. So, anyway, did you see that? So I learned something new today, actually. I learned that we are in a national coin shortage. Did you know that? A coin shortage. I had no idea, but I saw an article, and I'll get to another thing about this in a moment. But Kroger announced today publicly that they're not giving change anymore. So if you go to Kroger, and a lot of stores are doing this now as well, but Kroger is the first to have like official policy, I think. If you go to Kroger and you buy something and it's $5.52, the 48 cents, you have a choice. You can either donate it to some foundation for feeding kids or something like that. This is news-ish. Or they will put that credit on your like Kroger rewards card or whatever it is, right? Because there's no change. And the federal government, the Treasury, no, the Federal Reserve, the people who manage our money, has said that coins are just not circulating right now because no one's going anywhere. Everyone's buying everything online or using a credit card. So there's not enough change circulating to properly make change right now. I had no idea about this, and I'm seeing people post once I researched it, I saw like Aldi is having the same problem, and basically all the grocery stores and a lot of chains have posted signs in the windows saying that they don't have change to give right now. So I thought that was interesting, but it also made me think about the fact that so I saw this article on, so a local newscaster here who's a good friend of mine posted it, and people are losing their shit in the comments. Well, Kroger's lost my business, not going in. It's my money. They're stealing my money. Didn't read a fucking thing in the article. Didn't see that everyone else is doing it. Didn't see that they actually are giving you your money. They're just finding a different way to do it. And that there's a coin shortage, right? So it got me thinking about this. Facebook would be such a better place if there was a requirement that if you want to comment, if someone posts a news story, or anything actually, but if someone posts something and it is a link to something else, like a news story, you have to at least click on it to be able to comment or share it. You have to click on it. It doesn't mean you have to read it. They can't force you to read shit. But I think just the simple act of making you click on it might keep honest people honest. It might keep some people would read it and be like, oh, because, the headline is not the story. And people like to fault the media for writing headlines that don't tell the whole story. Well, you can't tell the whole fucking story in a headline, just like you can't tell the entire story of a book with the cover. So read the headline. And so the headline was the headline on this one was Kroger no longer to give change. Totally true. There's nothing to lie about. That's not scandalous. That's not salacious. That is exactly what was happening. They can't put, because of coin shortage and according to the federal reserve, blah, 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 and they're going to give you your money. But you couldn't fit all that in the headline. So I wish Facebook would just do that. You just have to click it and open it. Just open it. You don't even have to fucking read it. Just hopefully some people would, but I think that act would just at least eliminate people who are lazy from commenting on it. Because half the time the comments are stuff that it's already addressed in the story. So anyway, let's see what y'all are saying. Erin is saying we voted on restructuring police funding for the city of Fort Worth. Interesting. I did not realize that was even on the ballot in Fort Worth. So good for y'all. Erin, by the way, I don't know if you saw this because I don't think you were on the other day. I bragged about you on TikTok, or about your TikTok the other day. So I'm looking on TikTok because like I said, I signed up for it. Still haven't done shit for shit on it. Don't know what I'm going to do on it. There's a lot of pressure. What's your first one going to be? So I looked at it and I followed you. Carrie was number 1 that I followed. You were number 2 that I followed. Bitch, you got like 7,000 followers on TikTok. Good for you. How'd you get that? Like, what's your secret? Just being funny? Did you buy them? Like, I don't even know. Again, I don't know shit for shit on TikTok. That's my way of saying I don't know anything. But good for you. So Erin Kyle, you can see his little thing. His screen name on TikTok is just his name, just all run together. Go follow him. He's got some funny stuff on there. And half the time his husband's shirtless, and that's just a bonus. So Eric is saying a nightcap with Cooper. I'd sign up. Girl, that would be bad news. Plus, I'm barely reliable enough to hit this 4:15 time slot. I don't think I could do a 10 o'clock time slot every night. Hey, everybody, this is Cooper. By the way, I'm drinking tea. For those of you who've just tuned in, I'm having tea today. I haven't been feeling so hot, and then I also have a board meeting that starts at 5 o'clock from 5 to 7 today. So in about 30 minutes. So I need to be, I think that they don't look kindly upon the board members boozing it up. So Kim wants us to go through Paris, Texas. We should be fine. We're actually going to North Carolina, and I put Paris on the itinerary just as a joke to drive through, take a photo so that we could share it and save it. I think that would be hilarious. I don't know if we're going to be able to make that because that particular part of the day is a hard drive. And so we'll see. And Crystal is saying, I just completed an application for a mail-in ballot in August. Missouri is ass backwards on absentee mail-in ballots. I don't think Texas is much better. And I've seen all these fucking conspiracy theories about stuff on that. And that was another thing it's on my list here to talk about conspiracy theories. Everyone acts like there are these big, like there's a conspiracy. The government is conspiring to make up this COVID stuff, or the government is conspiring to get us to a cashless society, or the government, blah, blah, blah. Do you know how bitches can't keep secrets? No one can keep secrets in America. So am I to believe that a conspiracy to the level that is going to involve thousands and thousands of people, that no one's going to find out about it because we can't keep secrets? Like, I just don't get it. And all these conspiracies about people rigging the elections with mail-in ballots and such, I don't understand it. I mean, we can do our census via mail-in. We can do our taxes via mail-in. That's actually kind of a bigger deal, actually. All of these things, the voting, mail-in voting, I think there's ways to vet that. And I don't know. I think other people do it too. And the cashless society thing, I think that ship has sailed. And everyone is talking about that being one of the signs of the end times or something like that, and how the government takes control over us. I think that there's a lot of other ways that they could do that as well. So I don't know. And everyone has a friend. Everyone has a friend. Oh, my friend who works in Homeland Security said blah, blah, blah. And then they will tell you the exact same story that you heard from 3 other people. I'm like, bitch in Homeland Security has a lot of friends. Or my friend's a nurse and she said blah, 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 blah. And, that's been going on forever. That's not just with this. Anytime I joke about hating misspelled names, like my issue is I don't like traditionally spelled names that have been then butchered. Cooper with a K is a non-starter for me, right? But anytime I talk about that, someone always says a story. I have a friend who's a nurse, and she she had some a mother named her kid Percocet and Xylophane or whatever the drugs names are, right? And everyone has those stories. I'm like, that nurse has a lot of friends and a lot of influence. I'm surprised she's still a nurse. I'm surprised she's not an influencer. I'm surprised she doesn't have her own platform based on the number of people I know who know that exact same story. So it just cracks me up about that. So let's see what else y'all are saying. And Crystal's agreeing that many stores are now not doing change. So I had no idea that there was a cash shortage. I literally did not know, or a change shortage rather. It's not cash, I guess. It's just coins. That there just weren't enough going around in circulation. We need to get rid of the penny anyway. Do you know it costs more to make a penny than a penny is worth? And we could just very easily just round up or round down and everyone comes out ahead on that. So, and Stuart is wanting to know, should I haul my 5-gallon jug of coins up to Kroger to help the cause? I don't know if that's going to do it, but it couldn't hurt, right? Hey, y'all, stop fighting. I can hear you. The fighting. Oh, my God. The fighting, y'all. So isn't it fun when I yell at my children in front of other people? And Crystal's also saying they should force you to scroll to the end, like on legal privacy notices and terms and conditions. I know. If the freaking KOA campsite can force me to do that, can't Facebook do the same thing? At least just scroll to the end. Click on it and scroll to the end. You don't even have to read it, just to do that. Oh, yeah. Erin says he shoved some ice down his husband's, by the way, his shirtless husband's pants, and bam, he's famous on TikTok. Was that the one that set you over the top? And Crystal's saying you're cute, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, and Leslie's saying overseas military personnel have been voting by mail forever. Well, here's something to think about. The way that military typically votes is those same people are the ones who were opposed to voting by mail. Coincidence? So they're fine with voting by mail as long as you vote for them. As soon as it's black people or other people, not so much. And what is the story with today's bandana? So this is it's actually a pride bandana. It's just I ordered it from Nordstrom about a month ago, I guess. It's rainbow, and it's a traditional bandana pattern, and it's just tie-dyed also. So it's tie-dye, which is super hot this year. This is about as far as I go with that, though. You're not going to be seeing me wearing all tie-dyed shit. Well, famous last words. I said the same thing about jorts and Tevas and an RV. So yet to be seen. Maybe next week I'll be wearing some tie-dye. Who knows? And I just like it. It's really soft too. And it was just for Pride, and it's sold out now. I am digging all the Pride stuff though. I love it. And Michelle is talking about the change thing going to upset all the Coinstar machines. I've tried the Coinstar thing before. It is so embarrassing to me. You go up there with your big ass jug. So we have like one of those water bottles, like Ozarka bottles that you kind of turn over and splash everything before it actually gets into the thing, and then it glugs. So that kind of bottle. We've got one in our closet that we just throw our loose change into. And I swear it never gets fuller than this, because by the time it gets to that level, we need a bunch of change. Either we're going somewhere that needs a bunch of change, or we're having a garage sale or something, and it goes back down to that. And then it goes back up, and then it goes back down to that. But I've taken, not that jug, I've taken like Ziploc bags, and that thing makes so much noise. It's like you won the lottery for $43, and then don't they take like 15% or something off of it? I'd rather just take it to the bank. I don't know what you have to do with that. My money's my money. And Kathy is saying that Canada has actually done away with the penny. They just round up to the next nickel. Oh, and Ryan is saying, who is Canadian, is saying the exact same thing. If you pay by debit and credit, they use a penny. But if you pay by cash, they round to the nearest nickel. Interesting. And Stuart is saying, by the way, Stuart's my favorite ex-boyfriend, if you've ever heard me reference him. Was going to say, tie-dye is a must for the modern and vintage RVer. Yes. I'll see. And my sister's bank has a machine that does that for you. That's good. That's the other thing is so I've taken money into the bank and they're like, no, it has to be in rolls. And then I've taken loose money and they're like, or rolled money and they're like, no, it has to be loose so we can put it in our. I never know. I never know which way to do it. I guess I could call ahead and say, hey, how do you want this change? Because some places, like I think our credit union, if you take the money in, they have like this, just this big Coinstar kind of thing that you throw it in. And actually you don't. I think you still give it to them and they do it and it counts the money for you. It's been forever since I've done that. But I know like the bank that I go to down the street is, I think that they require rolled, and they make you sign something also saying that if it doesn't come up right, that they have the authorization to remove the money from your account or something. And they may even make you deposit the money into your account, something like that. Because I guess people with the rolls, they can just put a bunch of random shit in the middle. Although I think that the weight would be wrong on that. And who's going to scam you? 100 pennies is $1. Like, who's going to go through the effort to scam you on $1? Maybe the quarters, because what's a roll of quarters? $10? $100? I literally $20. I have no idea. Sorry, my nose. Oh, itchy allergies. I have no idea what a roll of 20 of quarters is worth. $10? That sounds about right to me. And Eric is saying, I think it's about 9% that the Coinstar takes in cash. And if you get a gift card, there is no charge. Oh, you can get a gift card to that store, like Kroger? Or can you get a gift card like for Amazon or Dillard's or something like that? So, and there is not a consensus on how much. My mom is saying $20 and my sister's saying $10 for a quarter. So we'll see. And for lockdown round 2, Stuart's just going to take up rolling coins. You could stuff sweet tarts in a roll of coins. I think that they would, the weight would be off a little bit, wouldn't it? So, by the way, also, and I'm going to talk about this. Carrie's going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to talk about this. Tina fucking Turner is coming out with a new remade song of What's Love Got to Do with It with Kygo, who redid Whitney Houston's Higher Love song, and they just released it. 80-year-old Tina Turner is about to come out with a new dance song. I can't wait. It's on Friday it comes out. So we'll talk tomorrow more about that with Carrie, though, because I'm sure she has an opinion on that. So let's see. Also, if you're here in Dallas, Tito's, the vodka brand, it's my favorite vodka, Tito's. They are giving away free bottles of hand sanitizer that they made in little Tito's bottles. They're so cute. On Thursday at Fair Park. I think it starts at 9 and it's just a certain gate you have to go into and it's free. And you get 3 bottles and it's through a drive-through. It's actually, there's an article about it on hesaidmag.com. One of the companies I own, hesaidmag.com, has the details on that. But they, at the beginning of the pandemic, when no one had any hand sanitizer, they started making it and putting it in their little Tito's bottles. It's so cute. I'd go get it, but we're leaving town on Friday to go see my in-laws, and so we are hardcore not seeing people. I'm actually out of wine right now, and we're not going to buy it. And Drizzly doesn't sell the ones that I like, plus they're expensive. And so I'm just actually been drinking Tito's instead of wine because I don't want to. We are hardcore not seeing people right now, so that we can go see my in-laws who are. They don't like it when I say this, but they're pushing 80. That's a high risk group right there. So, and Crystal wants the Tito's hand sanitizer. They may sell it at your local liquor store. I don't know, but it's for free at Fair Park in Dallas if you happen to be in Dallas. And Michelle Condré said, I saw her back in the day when she was still with Ike. She was incredible. Oh, girl, that's a long time ago. I've seen Tina Turner in concert, I believe 3 times, at least twice, but I believe it's been 3 times. And the last time I saw her, I said, you know what? This will be the last time I see her. And I think she toured one more time. I have an issue of going to see people in concert. And when they are kind of over their prime, when they start getting kind of wobbly, Tina Turner was starting to wobble a little bit on that last tour that I saw. Dolly Parton was the same. At the back of the arena, Dolly Parton had a gargantuan teleprompter that went from ceiling to floor of American Airlines Center with the words to her songs on it. So looking ahead, you saw Dolly Parton. If you look back, you saw all the words to her songs. Like, to me, and she was kind of saying some things that were a little bit out. And, I love Dolly Parton. I love her right now, but she's been putting out some awesome content during this pandemic too. But once they get a little bit like kind of, I just don't want it the last thing I remember them to be is kind of wobbly and all of that kind of stuff. Tina Turner is supposed to ooze sex and ooze like hardcore dancing and kicking and all that kind of stuff. And so I just didn't see her that last time, but I love her. I love her so much. Listen to all the songs. The kids have seen the movie, even though I think she doesn't like the movie. I think she disowned the movie. And Leslie Godden is saying Debbie Harry the same. I've seen her like 4 times as well. Love her. And the last time I saw her, I was like, nope, not going to see her ever again. Like this, you can already see kind of the signs. But Pat Benatar, I've not seen, but I love Pat Benatar. Oh, and what was the movie, The Legend of Billie Jean, that had all the Pat Benatar songs on? And it was set here in Texas. I love that movie too as a kid. Now, I haven't seen it as an adult. But she was here, and I saw a video of that, and she was like rock. You know what? Actually, I have seen Pat Benatar. I saw her. She was the opening act was it for Lady Gaga, maybe? And she was on, or maybe it was for Queen with Adam Lambert, who is fine and very good touring with Queen. We saw that concert too. But we did see Pat Benatar, and she was outstanding. High energy, those songs. She just rocks it. And she was playing it with her husband, I think, isn't he the guitarist with her or something? Oh, I totally forgot that I'd seen Pat Benatar. Love her too. And Erin's reminding me that Total Wine delivers. Good note. I'll have to look at that. So, and Pat Benatar, Leslie is saying she had super classy, great rapport with the audience, looked great, can still sing except for maybe the super high notes. Yeah, everyone's voice drops as they age too, I'm trying to remember who. She was the opening act for someone, and I thought she was equally good. Like, I thought that was like a really good part of that concert. So, and Susan loves the Biltmore Winery. They ship me the wine. You've talked about that a few times. We're going to be passing by there on the way. And my sister likes the Enchanted Rock vodka as well. So Tito's, here's the thing about Tito's that that's very interesting to me. So I am on the Dallas board of a bank, and on one of the board members that's on the board with me, his daughter went and did an internship over in France for Grey Goose, I think it was. And was over there, and the CEO of Grey Goose on the beginning of this internship, and Todd did like a little mini internship in South Africa for South African brewers. So this is kind of a common thing to do if you're like an MBA school. And so she was in France, and the CEO of Grey Goose said, I think there are only, we're full circle on the France thing with this episode, by the way. I think there are only 4 vodkas in the world that are on the same level as us. Or maybe 3. There's only 4 of us. There's 3 on Get the One. I don't remember. That's my French accent, by the way. Get the One. I don't remember the others. And he goes, and this little vodka company out of Texas called Tito's. So the CEO of Grey Goose considers Tito's a competitor, like on the same level as them. And I agree. I love it. No hangovers. Good stuff. Oh, my friend Karen Kelly used to always come into a party. Y'all got Tito's? I love it. I can't think of Tito's without thinking of her. So, and Uvalde has a crappy wine section, so you got to get your fix anyway. I will have to keep that in mind when we come down in Bernadette to visit Uvalde. I'll keep you posted on when that's going to be too. So, okay, well, I'm going to start wrapping this up. Let's see what else I had. I think that is it. That was all I had to talk about today. Let me look at the comments real quick. No, I think I covered everything. So, with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I love you. You are loved. It's important to always remember that. And cheaper than therapy. I love that you watch it. Cheaper than therapy. Having the iced tea today. Because I got a board meeting in 15 minutes. And don't forget, if you haven't already, go to coopedup.com and sign up for my email updates. I just do them super sporadically. Little photos from vacations, things like that. And if you're on TikTok or the Gram, you can follow me there. And with that, I'm going to say bye. There's nothing you should be doing right now. Stop worrying that you're not doing the right things and all that. We are all in the same boat. Wear your fucking mask. Stay away from people as much as you can. Don't commit murder, suicide. No domestic abuse. Don't have a party. I see all you people in South Texas, where I'm from, who are hanging out, having parties. When your hospitals are full up, it's been reports that the 2 counties that I'm from in South Texas are full up and people are still acting like fools. Don't do that. Just stay home. What else? I'll see you tomorrow. I think Carrie's going to be here. I've not confirmed with her, but she's usually good for it. And so it's always a fun hump day with her. And so on that, I'm going to say bye. I love y'all. Talk to you later. How do I turn this damn thing off? There it is. Bye.